Hi y'all, I'm Chizzy and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, you are welcome. And if you've been here before, love you so much. So today we're going to be talking about how to stay consistent on your fitness journey in 2024. And like myself, I've tried several times. I'm sure some of you have tried several times, but this year you're going to have tips. You're going to have what you need to stay consistent. And what you need to do is just follow these and try to incorporate this in your life as much as possible. A little bit about myself. I've been working out for 4 years now consistently. Of course, when I say consistently, it doesn't mean like I've been in the gym every day, but I've managed to establish a routine and I have stuck to it for 4 years. And before that, I was literally that person that would sleep in bed. I'll be in bed till 10 a.m. just laying there. If I had nothing to do, I wasn't going to get up. I've tried working out several times, but I was never able to create a routine. But after years and years of doing this, I think I figured out some of the things that actually work mentally and physically, and hopefully these tips will be able to help you out today. So the first thing I would recommend is that you find your why. If you are trying to start working out and going to the gym, like what is your reason for doing that? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to gain weight? Are you trying to build muscle? But ultimately, is this going to improve your physical well-being? Is this going to improve your mental well-being? Is this going to improve how you see yourself or people see you physically? Is this going to allow you time to spend with your children where you can run around with them without feeling out of breath? Is this going to allow you to spend more time on this earth in a healthy way? So these are the things you should think about. What exactly is propelling you to go to the gym? And of course, most of the time it's going to be physical things, right? Like maybe I want to lose weight, I want to grow my butt, but I advise you to dig deeper and figure out what that deeper meaning is, right? So for example, if I'm trying to lose weight, it might be because maybe I don't like how I look in clothes and it's not allowing me to appear as my best self in the world. And that's fine, right? Because I want to feel like my best self. So ultimately, that's why I'm trying to go to the gym. If it's that you want to establish a routine in your life and just be consistent at something, let that be your motivation. So find your why, and that's what's going to help you push forward whenever you embark on this journey. Also, I would like to say, don't yo-yo about with your goal, right? Because one thing that's going to happen is when you start your fitness journey. Okay, so I say I want to grow muscle, but then every day on Instagram, I'm seeing all these skinny girls, but that's not what I wanted. But because I'm looking at all of that all the time, it might start to affect my goal. So make sure you are not yo-yoing in your goal. Pick what you want and try to stick with that until maybe the goal is something else. Next up, we definitely want to set expectations. My mantra is always consistency over intensity. It doesn't matter how hard you work out today. If you don't go back tomorrow, you don't go back next week, you don't go back next month, you have done absolutely nothing. So you want to make sure that you are staying consistent as opposed to looking into the most rigorous workout you can do today, because that's not going to help you go anywhere. And in terms of expectations, I think what we start to see in society is you see maybe, oh, I lost 10 pounds in 2 days. I lost 50 pounds in 2 days kind of videos. That thing is not realistic. This is not how things work. For you to get progress, you need to continue doing something over a period of time. So these are the expectations I want you to set. In your mind, know that between today and tomorrow, between this today and next week, or even between today and next month, you might not see the changes you want to see, but if you keep doing it over time, then you're going to get there. So ignore the daily things that come up. Don't jump on the scale every day. Don't criticize your body every day. Like, just focus on the long term. It's a graph. Keep going upwards. That's the only thing that matters. Also, one thing that's a standard is that you are not going to be motivated every day. Like, you are not going to want to go to the gym every day, but that's why you should focus on the consistency over the intensity or the motivation. Some days you just have to pick yourself up and do, even if it's the barest minimum workouts, you go. Because if you skip today, you might be like, let me skip tomorrow. Let me skip tomorrow. And that's how you end up going down this downward spiral. So even if it's that you wake up and you stand up and go on that treadmill for 10 minutes, do it. Do it. It's going to help you keep your motivation going. Next tip I have for you is to find a schedule. If you don't plan out when you're going to work out and what time of your day is going to be freed up for this thing you never had time for, how do you expect to make it work, right? So with this, I usually advise people to play around. So I've played around with being a morning gym girly. I've played around with working out in the evening. Honestly, I hate going in the evening because everybody is going in the evening and there's weights all around. I can't find a machine to work out with. But when I go in the morning, I realize that first of all, I wake up in the morning. That's the first thing I do. It makes me have this sense of accomplishment that, oh, I started my day and I've started accomplishing things before the world has begun. And then when I go there in the morning, there are less people there. So it's usually freed up and you maybe have more time to do your workout depending on how early you go. Again, what works for me might not work for you, so I would advise you to play around. If you have a lunch break and there's a gym next to you, maybe you want to go to the gym, do a quick 45-minute session during your lunch break. But that's the idea. Plan it into your day and try to stick to that schedule as much as possible. Of course, things happen, so maybe adjust. If I can't make it to the gym in the morning, I definitely will try to go in the evening, even if it's not my regular routine, because at the end of the day, the point is to keep going. And of course, that leads me to my next point, which is very important and a lot of people miss, is that you want to start small. If you've never been consistent in the gym, why would 2024 come and you say, okay, this is my year, I'm going to the gym 7 times a week? From 0 to 7, there's no world in which that works and is sustained for a long time. So what I want you to do is start small. Maybe this first week, you're like, I'm going to go to the gym 2 times this week. You do it 2 times this week. You're like, oh, this isn't bad. Okay, let me go 3 times this week. Oh, let me go 4 times this week. But the point is that you start small and you start to build on that. And that allows you to, first of all, appreciate the effort you're putting in. Because if you start off with 7 days a week, I guarantee you might not even make it past 2 weeks. And then you start to feel down about yourself. And then you just stop going to the gym. So start small. Let it be something that builds your confidence. And then before you know it, you're going 4 or 5 times a week. That's usually the cadence I recommend so that you don't burn out. 4 or 5 times a week, maybe a light, cardio day in there somewhere, but don't do too much because you want to be able to sustain it. And your body also needs time to repair in order to see those results that you're actually working for. Next up, I want you to find the exercise that you enjoy. So we're all on this internet together. If you're a girly like me, you've been seeing the Pilates girlies, or you've been seeing the weightlifting, people lifting weights, in the gym, or you've seen the yoga people. It doesn't really matter what you are doing. Moving your body is really what matters. Of course, different exercises and different, kinds of fitness routines have different impacts. So for example, if you're more into running, you're probably more so doing your cardiovascular health. If you do weightlifting, you're probably developing your muscles more. Pilates is very great for core and all those tiny muscles in there. If you dance, that's also good for cardio, muscles, everything. You get different benefits for all of this, but the thing that's going to keep you going is finding something that you like and something you enjoy. And so what I've realized is that for me, I like weightlifting because it challenges me. I'm one of the people in this world who are like when I get a result, I'm like, ooh, trigger. So I'm like, ooh, I couldn't lift this weight. Now I can lift this weight. It makes me happy. And that's one of the things that like makes me want to go to weightlifting. But lately I've realized that weightlifting takes a toll on your body. You can be sore for days and then you have to eat a lot to like sustain it. So what I've started doing is I've adjusted my schedule. Maybe I might start incorporating some more yoga days, still mixing that with weightlifting. And then occasionally I might try Pilates class. So there's no one size formula for this. Just find what works for you and what you can sustain and enjoy throughout your journey. Because ultimately you want to enjoy it. And then following with that same point, you want to work out according to your goal. So depending on what your goal is, like I said, you're going to structure your workout plan according to that. So for example, myself, I do 4 to 5 workouts per week, but on average it's 4. And so I do a day where I'm focusing on my glutes, one day I focus on my quads, another day I focus on my back, my biceps, the other day I focus on my shoulders. And so I have a routine that is built around like body building, if you will, because I'm focusing more on these specific areas of growth. And it's because this is the workout style I enjoy. Obviously, I get good in between. I do cardio, I do my stretches. So I think it fuels my body properly. And then another day, I might add a yoga session. So this works for my goal. If you are trying to lose weight, you also want to keep in some of those weight building sessions. Maybe you also want to add more cardio sessions as well. If your goal is just to feel feminine and soft while you do your workouts, you could also try Pilates, but it's hard. Pilates is hard. So my point is find what works for your goals and try to make your plan according to that. And I do advise you have a plan. You have a plan in such a way that I'm going to the gym on Monday, I'm doing XYZ. I'm going to the gym on Wednesday, I'm doing XYZ. You don't want to leave room for, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, and then you end up going to the gym and you're just frolicking around. You might as well not have gone, because that's just a waste of your time. So try to figure out what you're doing and then work with that plan. Another tip in regards to this planning is to stick to 6-week cycles whenever you're working on a plan. So sometimes people go to the gym and they're switching their exercises every day. You don't want to do that. You want to have your routine, right? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I know the exercises I'm doing. What you're going to do is do those same exercises every week for 6 to 8 weeks. Because again, you want to be able to increase in strength and increase in intensity. So let's say this week I lifted 10 pounds. The idea is that by the end of 6 weeks, I'm able to lift 20 pounds, 30 pounds. If I switch my workout every day and I'm not repeating that same workout I was doing with 10 pounds, how am I ever going to get strong enough to do it with 30 pounds? So that's the point. Consider having workout regimens and programs that are switched up every 6 to 8 weeks. Also, that keeps it dynamic for you. It's fun, right? Because, okay, after 6 weeks, I have something else to look forward to, a different kind of workout. So that keeps things spicy and allows you to stay in the game for longer. This one, I keep screaming it, but no one is listening to me. Join a workout class. I started off weightlifting in a group workout class. In a group workout class, there's several people. There's a coach. The coach is telling you what to do. If you're not doing your deadlift right, someone is telling you. If you're squatting with bad form, someone is telling you. So that really increases your ability to understand what you're doing. You start to enjoy it more because you know what you're doing, and you probably stay in the game longer. It's more enjoyable. Also, once you start with the fitness class, if you feel okay, you've learned everything you can, you've learned the proper form, and you've developed, you're self-sufficient, you can go and push yourself to do a workout, then you can go on and start doing your thing by yourself. So it's kind of like having accountability. It's having people there. If you don't show up to class, they're gonna call you out. Yeah, so you better show up next time. That's what I like. I like someone, sometimes it needs to be like that for you to keep coming back. Okay, next up is your nutrition. So this is arguably one of the most important parts if we're focusing on the results piece of things, right? So you're going to the gym, you're consistent, but if you're not eating what you're supposed to be eating, you're not going to see your results. So you need to figure out, are you trying to gain weight? Are you trying to maintain? Are you just trying to be where you are? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to build muscle? Are you trying to define any particular part of your body? Once you understand what those goals are, then you want to eat according to that. And you guys let me know if you want me to make a separate video of how to eat for your goals. But for example, if you're trying to lose weight, you want to be in a caloric deficit. So you want to eat less than you would usually burn. And then if you're trying to gain weight, you want to be in a caloric surplus. So you're eating more so that your body uses those nutritions to basically build your muscle and all in all. So let me know if you want me to make a separate video on that. But know your goals, and that affects how you are eating. Because if you're trying to build muscle and you're not eating protein and you're not eating enough food, my dear, you're lifting all those heavy weights for nothing. Also, I want to say I do not believe in extreme diets. I think that's the fastest way for people to not be consistent with their goals. When you tell someone, oh, completely eliminate carbs from your diets, or never eat bread again, what happens is that you do that thing for 3, 4 weeks. On the fifth week, you're going to binge and you're going to do all of those things in excess. And then you're just going to keep doing it. So I don't think that's sustainable for anyone. I think we should all be hitting our macronutrients. We should be eating some carbs, some fats, some protein, but we need to be careful with the proportions we have, of course, for our health, our body goals, and all of that. So these are things we should be considering. For me, the 80-20 is what I live by. During the week, I do my meal prep, I eat my greens. I'm very more structured with my food. And then during the weekends, if I go out for dinner, if I want to eat that pasta, I'm going to eat the pasta, and life is going to go on. I'm going to go back to the gym the next week and keep working on my goals. So yeah, 80-20 rule, keep things balanced, okay? Of course, meal prep. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. One thing I've realized is when I don't go and do my groceries. So for example, on Sundays, if I don't do my groceries and I'm like, oh, during the week, I'll figure it out, I end up eating out, buying food, and just eating things that are not going according to my goals. So what I recommend for you to do is, I do this on Sundays. I write my list of what I want to eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I go to the grocery store. I buy the things I want. I try not to buy boxes and boxes of chips. If I feel like I want to eat chips that week, I might buy one bag. I'm not going to buy 3 bags and just stock it up in my place, because one day when I'm hungry at night, I'm going to go and binge on the whole thing. So I try not to keep those things at home. But the point is, I get my grocery list, I come home and I prep my meals, or at least I cook. If it's not for the whole week, I cook for 2 or 3 days, and then I do the same thing again. So the moment I'm hungry, there's already food ready in the fridge. Why do I need to call DoorDash and order something that might not be good for me when there's already food in my fridge? So you get the points. Make sure you're eliminating all those obstacles in your way. Another thing you would probably want to do is to establish rewards for yourself. So one way I like to reward myself is, if I've been working out consistently, I'd probably spend money and buy new gym clothes that make me feel good in the gym. But what you don't want to do is be like, oh, I'm going to start working out, and then before you've set foot in the gym, you've already gone to go and buy a whole new wardrobe. My dear, that thing does not work. You're going to go to the gym twice and it's not going to do anything. So a better way to actually make yourself be consistent is, you're like, oh, okay, I've done this for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. This is good. Let me reward myself. You get your cute clothes and you're like, yes, I want to keep looking cute in the gym, keep going. So that's like an example of a reward you can get yourself. Going in line with that, you want to look good to the gym. The gym it's another place we go to. When you go to work, you try to look decent, right? When you go to events, you try to look decent. So how come the gym is the place where you don't want to maybe put in efforts? Obviously, some days I look like a bum when I go to the gym, but the days I decide to put on my nice workout clothes, maybe put my hair in a nice style or whatever, I feel nicer. I feel like I'm going somewhere. Like, I'm going somewhere where I'm going to have fun. Like, the gym doesn't always have to be a place of dread and sadness. You're going there to have fun. And when you're done with your workout, you're going to have a huge dopamine release, and it's just going to make you feel so good about yourself. So why not dress the part, or make an effort to just look however makes you feel best whenever you go to the gym. And then my last tip I would give you is to go to bed early. If you don't go to bed early, it affects the whole rest of your next day. You're going to be tired. You're going to be groggy. If you go to bed early and you work out in the morning, it allows you to get up at an early time, and then you're able to go to the gym in the morning and start the rest of your day. If you go to the gym in the evening, going to bed early the night before allows you to go to work and still have energy to be able to go to the gym the next day. If you have the cycle of sleeping late and just turning the whole thing upside down, then you're just going to be groggy and tired all the time, and it's going to hinder your progress in the gym. Also, whenever you sleep, that's when your muscles actually repairs itself. So if you're not sleeping properly, you're cheating yourself of the progress you can't be making if you were getting enough sleep. So yeah, this is a very big one. Make sure you're getting your rest. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're minding your business. Honestly, these are facts. Mind your business. Go to the gym. Do your workouts. Have fun with your girls. Maybe after your Pilates class, your yoga class, you guys go and get some some coffee, get some matcha, make it fun. Like, this is meant to be fun. It's a journey. Maybe if you see a 5K happening, challenge yourself and sign up. So that's what I want to do this year. Actually, let me share with you guys. So I've been, in the gym and all, but I don't think I've ever been in any like competition or maybe try to like challenge myself outside of my comfort zone. So this year, I'm going to be signing up for a 5K. Hold me to that, because me, I've said it now. I've said it in public. So I'm going to be signing up for a 5K. Is it 5K? The smallest one, Sha. That one, I'm going to sign up for it and I'm going to train for it. And I feel like it's going to be such an amazing, rewarding thing to do, just to so you can set a goal and, push towards it. So I'm looking forward to that this year. You guys let me know in the comment section, is there anything you're looking forward to in terms of, your fitness and lifestyle changes coming up in 2024? Let me know. I want to, share with you guys and hopefully learn what we're all going towards so we can keep ourselves accountable. But yeah, I have so many more tips for you guys, but I will leave you with these ones. Hopefully you've learned something from this. Please do take all of them, if not some of them, and apply it. And hopefully that's going to help you stay more consistent and live the life that you actually want to live in 2024 and beyond. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, join the family, and I hope to see you back next time. Bye.